is going to be such a good video. Hey guys, my name is Janelle. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to help you build a better brand and business. And today I'm going to be talking to you all about some of the things that you need to consider when you're starting a small business. Now, if you're new or you've been considering starting your own, I feel like these 7 tips will definitely help you steer into the right path of entrepreneurship. So these 7 things are stuff that are very crucial to the success of your business. Now, if you're starting and you're new and you don't want to make that extra expense, these are the things that you should have at least in line to protect yourself and your business. So here is item number 1. Definitely the top of my list is that you always need to have a contract in place, especially if you are a service-based entrepreneur. A contract is in place because you and somebody else are going into an agreement on what type of deliverables, the time frame, and what is actually going to be delivered at the end of the day to your client. Now, contracts are set in place really to help protect both parties so that we are on the same page as to what will be delivered at the end of the service. So for example, me as a photographer, I am known to deliver photos, but as a client, you need to know how many photos will be delivered to me, at what time frame should I be able to get all of the edits. Will I be getting all of the edits, or will I as a client be selecting certain edits? So the contract is in place because it will be in black and white as to what I as a service provider will be delivering to a client at the end of the day. Contracts are made to protect both of you. A great example of this is when I was shooting weddings and I needed to have a second shooter. I am obviously paying the second shooter, but I need to explicitly tell the second shooter how long I need them for, where to meet me. The cards that are on her camera, how will those images be delivered to me as the client is mine and not theirs? In addition, I have provisions within that agreement that states that my second shooter cannot claim that my client is also hers, and that she should not contact the client because, again, the client scheduled time with me and booked me for my services. So if you have to go to a lawyer and have someone draft up a contract for you, or use available resources or any other places that sell contracts, you'll be able to get a contract that has been drafted by a lawyer that you could be able to use until you are able to save up the money to get a legitimate contract that is molded specifically for you and your business. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and write on a piece of paper what a contract is to you, because again, it has to be reviewed from a credible lawyer who is able to say, this is a good generalized contract that you could use until you are able to afford and retain lawyer services so that you could get an adequate contract that is molded specifically for you and your business. If you are starting to, pick up your business and you need faux clients, or you hire your friend to kind of act as a client yourself. Let's say you're trying to go into coaching, you're trying to emulate the fact that you're coaching someone. So you are utilizing a friend, a colleague, or whomever as a part of this project until your business kind of picks up a bit. You also want to have some type of an agreement that you can have in place between you and your friend or coworker or whoever is a part of the project. Now, I know bartering is typically a big thing when you're first starting because you both are looking and seeking for clients that you want to exchange services as friends, but sometimes that could get a little muddy. So what I encourage people to do is to create a bartering agreement. A bartering agreement kind of keeps things safe between you and your friend or colleague, so that the exchange of services are traded fairly and legally. The next thing that you want as an entrepreneur is resiliency and adaptability. Now, entrepreneurship is a wave that keeps on coming. You have highs of the highs and you have lows of the lows. And that's okay, because that's part of the game, right? It's not a consistent thing as if you were going to a 9-to-5 job. Things work when you work. If you don't work, nothing works. Nothing moves. There is a constant stagnation that is going to be happening with your timeline until you make a move. So you have to be able to be adaptable, and you have to have some type of resiliency, because within this line of business, you are on your own. You push your own buttons, you get things done, and everything is pretty much on you. And the times that you feel the lowest are usually the times where you're actually learning a lesson within this realm of business. In this profession, any profession that you're going into where you are starting your own business, you will hear more no's than you hear yeses. And then before you know it, the tide will turn, and then you get those yeses that you've been wanting to go for. But you have to go through the thickness of no's. It sucks. It sucks so bad that you see other people within your same industry pretty much peak, and it seems as if they started just recently and that you've been at this game for so long. But you have to remember, to be resilient, you have to have your blinders on. You have to be able to do the things that you are destined to do, that you know you have to do in order to succeed and be successful. So just know, going into entrepreneurship, you have to be resilient and you have to be adaptable in order to really see the changes that you're trying to see and grow within your business. So tip number 3, you want to separate your business from your personal accounts. If you're starting a business, do not mix your money with what is coming in for your business. So tip number 3 is to make sure financially that you have 2 separate bank accounts for your business. So you have, of course, your personal bank account that you may have been saving years and years and years and years and years of money, and then you have a business account that is just now starting. Make sure that that is not mixing in with your personal things. It's a great way to do this because in the event that you have to pay state taxes, quarterly taxes, or yearly taxes, you could easily know where to go within your bank account and be able to do that. Whereas if you have everything joined, then you're mixing your own personal money with your business, and that's a no bueno. Like, don't even do that to yourself. Just keep it separate. It's less headache and less confusion when it's time to start paying those taxes, or even having refunds, or heaven forbid, go through like a legal issue with a client. If you have everything mixed together, your client is not going to care like this dollar belongs to your personal account and this dollar belongs to your business. No, they're looking at your whole asset. They're looking at your whole account. So if your money is mixed in with your personal, that's all in one thing, all one account. And if push comes to shove, they could take all the money that's sitting in there because they would consider that your business account, even though it's your personal. So let's not do that. Keep it where you have personal and business separated. A bonus tip in regards to having, a business account is to make sure you're setting up legitimately within your state and following your state laws in terms of how to pay back state taxes and all that great stuff. Either by forming an LLC, S Corp, you can research those types of legalities within your own individual state. You're going to want to legitimize your business at some point because, again, to be a professional business, you're going to want to have it legally done. And if you're trying to open up a legal business account within your bank or a credit union, they're going to ask for your EIN. They're going to ask for your business name in order for you to do so. So the bonus tip for that is to make sure you are setting up your business legally within your state so it is recognized as an established business. The next tip is to know who your target audience is. And if you want a refresher on what a target audience is, you could click this video and it will give you a great explanation as to how to find your target audience, ways that you can find your target audience, and how you could create content in order to effectively speak to them. But for the sake of this video, a target audience refers to the specific group of people that a business is trying to reach with a particular message or product. I know a target audience is crucial for any business because of the fact that you are able to tailor your message to get to that specific target audience that you have in mind. You can't constantly create a generic brand or message that has no emotional connection to drive someone to do anything. So like for instance, if you're trying to show off a freebie or you have a course that you want to sell, you're not able to do that so easily if you don't know who exactly you're talking to. Being able to establish a target audience when you are building out your business plan will help you tremendously on how and what type of content is going to be able to reach that person the most efficient way. Having a target audience is crucial for any business, especially when you're developing a business plan that would allow you to really hone in on how you could effectively create a content marketing strategy to reach that particular segmented audience. Having a target audience in mind would allow you to really tailor your message and to really effectively connect with them on an emotional level that most people won't be able to do. When you know who you're talking to, it provides so much clarity on how to move forward because you have someone locked in your mind. If you haven't done so, at the end of this video, please check out this video on how to really talk to your target audience because it is something that most people tend to glaze over when they're starting their business. The next tip is that you're going to want to integrate email marketing. Now, I know it's so easy to really start your business on social media, but the thing about social media is that it's on rented land. Like, we don't own Instagram. I don't own Instagram. I don't own Facebook. I don't own Pinterest. LinkedIn, I own nothing. You own your account to a certain extent. So you know the times that when social media typically has these blackouts, like you go on Twitter and you find out that Instagram is down or Facebook is down, and they're down for hours and hours on end. Do you know the business owners or the social media managers and how frantic they may be because they can't get into their accounts or nothing is refreshing or their posts are not being posted? Do you understand the sheer magnitude of frustration and fear that go through these business owners' accounts when that happens? So when that time comes when Instagram and Facebook are like, you know what? I've had enough social media. We're going to shut it down. Do you understand the magnitude of like businesses going up in flames and are literally going to be scared to death because their life is depending on their social media platforms? Do you know how scary that is? So in order to avoid that irrational fear, it is best to try to get as many people within your audience off that platform and onto something that you own. So I would recommend having email marketing be a part of your strategy in terms of growing your business. So having people off your platform and onto an email marketing service provider is going to help you reach and talk to them outside of social. So create a freebie, create a marketing funnel where someone opts in for their email in exchange for something, being that is a PDF, an ebook, a free course, whatever you decide to give off for free that you would allow someone to enter their email address, do that and promote it religiously so that you could build your own audience outside of social. And the next tip is to have strong communication skills. Strong communication skills are essential in any day. So whether you're in a corporate 9-to-5 or even you're in entrepreneurship, it's even more encouraged for you to have that strong communication skills. So whether it be in writing or speaking, you need to be able to deliberately keep things black and white, what your expectations are, not only for yourself, but also for the future of your business. By keeping clear communication within your business, if you have a team of people, you could set up the expectations as to what you are looking for as a leader. You could also encourage people within your team to see the vision of your business so that it is clear, not only to you, but to those that are serving under you within your business, as well as keeping it black and white in terms of how you are delivering a product or service to other people at the end of the day. Keep in mind, having a strong communication skill may seem like a no-brainer, but it's something that you could continuously learn as you progress in being an entrepreneur. And the last tip is the willingness to learn and grow. Now, as entrepreneurs, we feel like we know everything. Everything is exactly how it should be, and you just move on as business as usual. It's good to a certain extent, but as the world is progressing, now we have Chat GPT where you have pretty much AI creating scripts, social media captions, you name it. We have AI in the game right now. You need to be able to learn, adapt, and grow accordingly. So always be looking to learn something new. Look to see how you can make your business better, to make it more efficient. There's nothing that you can't learn within today's day and age of just being able to learn and grow. Entrepreneurship is a lifelong journey. However long you decide to continue to run your business, it is always going to be a journey. Like I mentioned, there's always going to be peaks and valleys within your journey, but the journey is yours. It's up to you to continue learning, growing, and developing as an entrepreneur. So it's up to you to really be open to new ideas, new strategies, to be able to really grow and evolve as an entrepreneur. And that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.